Hello, scholars. In this video, I want to review what you're expected to do for your homework. So let's go into the homework. You'll see that we are in Module 5, which ends on March 5th. And if I check here, I will see that I have a discussion board activity and a Flipgrid activity that are due, both of which you are very familiar with how to use and what to do by now. You also have some MyIT Lab assignments. You have Module 4. You have a Module 4 training and a Module 4 assignment. The training is worth 10 points. The assignment is worth 20. You are familiar with how to use MyIT by now, so that's part of it. And all of these assignments, the Flipgrid and the MyIT Module 4 assignments, are due March 5th. Now, there's something different in this one, is that there's also a MyIT Lab exam. And that's what I want to talk about, because the exam has some specific instructions that go with it. So let's go into the exam. And in the exam, you will see that I have included Chapter 12 and Chapter 13 in here. For the exam, this is the way it works. The exam consists of 28 questions that have been taken from Module 3 and Module 4 of the MyIT Lab software. I have included Chapter 12 and Chapter 13 from your textbook, which shows you how to do the steps. I've also included the word exam questions for you. So on here, it will tell you specifically which skill that it is testing. So for example, if it says 12.01, that indicates that that is in Chapter 12, and that is skill level 0.01. And so if you look in the textbook, you'll be able to see all the instructions that go with how to do this particular item. So for the MyIT Lab exam, some things that you will notice that are different. Unlike the other MyIT Lab assignments, where you only had to get 70% or better to get the points. For this particular one, it is out of 100 points. So, out of 100 points, that means that whatever your score is, so if you score an 85%, you have earned 85 points. So it's not out of 70, it's whatever you earn. So you really want to do well on this because it's out of 100 points. Now, when you go into the MyIT Lab exam, you will see you have two options. You will see a training for the word exam and the actual word exam itself. You'll notice that they are outside of the folders. They are outside of the folders here. They're by themselves. Now, for the training for the word exam, that is optional. It has a practice section, just like all the other trainings, and you can save with the word exam. With the training for the word exam, I highly recommend you do it. It will show you exactly how to answer the questions for the exam, and it will help you when you take the exam. However, since I told you it is optional, if you choose to do it and you get a 70% or better on the training, 70% or better on the training, you will get 10 extra credit points. So if you choose to do the training for the word exam, you'll get, and you get it, do it successfully, that you got 70% or better, you will get 10 extra credit points. Should you choose not to do the training for the word exam, perfectly fine. It is optional and extra credit. If you go into the word exam, you will go in, you have 3 hours to complete the exam. You get 2 attempts for the exam. I will take the higher of the 2 attempts. You will probably not need 3 hours to complete your exam, but there is no save option for your word exam. So make sure when you sit down to do this exam that you have enough time and you have dedicated enough time without any distractions or anything else that you need to do, so you can dedicate the time to do the exam. There is no save option. If you get out of the exam in the middle of the exam, it will record whatever that grade was. And I don't want to be recording any 36% or any 45%. I really want to be recording higher grades for you. Now, you'll also notice with this that this particular exam is due at a different time. It is due March 7th, 2018. by 11:59 p.m. So everything else in this module, meaning the discussion boards, the Flipgrids, and the MyIT Lab assignments for Module 4 are due March 5th by 11:59 p.m. The exam itself is due March 7th. I wanted to give you a little bit of time so they didn't have all those things together. Reach out if you have any questions or concerns.